All right, let's take a look at that first one I'm asking you to factor. Some of you may know right off the bat what the deal is. Some of you may not, which is fine. That's what I'm here for. First thing, it's got 3 terms. I need you guys to have the ability when I ask you for, hey, what's the A value, what's the B value, and what's the C value? All right, anytime I'm talking about 3 terms from now on, I'm going to ask you guys, hey, anybody know the A, B, C value here? So let's review how to find those values. The A value is always the number in front of x squared. All right, that's the number in front of x squared, and you'll see there is no number. So we assume that that is a 1. The B value is the number in front of the x, which you guys would tell me is 2. And then finally, the C value is the number without a variable, which in this case is not 24. The sign goes with it. It's negative 24. Okay? There are no, when I ask for A, B, and C, don't give me variables. It's numbers. Numbers only. All right. How am I going to factor this one? You guys got to remember back in 9th grade, you guys played a little game. 2 numbers that do the following. 2 numbers that multiply to C, but at the same time add to B. And that's what I'm going to ask one of you guys to do right now when I call on it. Find 2 numbers that multiply to negative 24, but at the same time add to 2. That's your job right now. And I'll call on somebody here with the numbers in a second. Two numbers that multiply to negative 24, but add to 2. All right, here we go. Here's where the fun begins. Again, your number comes up. It's pretty easy. And if you don't know, just tell me you don't know. I'll help you. All right? There's no shame in that. I'll help you if you don't know. Okay, here we go. Number 5, which would be, here we go. Ella, could you find those 2 numbers for me?
It would be 10 and negative 2.
10 and negative 2. Ella, do me a favor.
12 and negative 2.
Oh, yeah. Woo! You had me sweating there for a second. Wait, well, hold on. 12 and negative 2?
Yeah.
Okay, let me write that in right now. You got the multiplication part, but if you add those 2, Ella, I think you're going to get 10, right?
Yeah.
So I need 2, though, right?
Yeah, so it would be negative 12 and 2.
Negative 12 and what?
2.
Okay, same question for you, Ella. Add those 2 together. Negative 10, right? So I don't think 12 and 2 are your numbers. I know you want to keep working with them, but any other numbers going to give you 24?
4 and 6.
All right, let's work with those. Can you get a 2 from those?
Yes.
Go ahead. What signs?
So then it would be positive 6 and negative 4.
Great. Awesome. Awesome, Ella. Way to work through that one. Great. We don't give up in here. Perfect. All right, everyone else all right with that? Okay, let's keep building now. So we had a little method where I needed to multiply to C and add to B. Take a look at number 2. I don't want to do that method for number 2. All right, there's not 3 terms there. There's only 2 terms. And one of those terms you might be looking at right there, 144. What is so special about that 144?
Perfect square.
Whoa, yeah, there we go. I can take the square root of 144 and it comes out to be a whole number. Therefore, yes, it is a perfect square. A perfect square. So we are going to factor this using a method that you guys call difference of 2 perfect squares. All right, difference of 2 perfect squares. We just found out the square root of 144 was 12. So I'm going to put 12s in both the second spots. So that represents the 144. Now the question is, how am I going to take care of that a squared, b squared? Because whatever you guys leave put here and here has to be the same. So I'm going to turn that over to you guys. What could I put in those 2 blank spots to get a squared b squared, and they got to be the same. They got to be the same. Here we go. 16 here. 16. Let's go all the way down. Catherine, what do you think I could put here?
I'm not sure.
Okay. A squared, b squared. They both have squareds on them. Okay, so I need an A and a B here, right? But I don't want to put squareds with them because that means I got to put squareds with them here, right? And I don't want that because that's going to give me a to the fourth and b to the fourth, and that's not what I have there. So what exponents do you think I want on those a's and b's? To get a 2. Exactly. Well, I wouldn't put a 0, but just leave it like that. Okay? And last thing, when we do this method, when you use perfect squares, anybody remember what the signs have to be? Always the signs have to be opposite. Signs are always opposite. Okay? So that is difference of two perfect squares. Both of these are perfect squares, 144 and a squared b squared. Hey, whoa, hey, focus in here. Little warning. Warning. If I replace this subtraction sign with a plus sign, you cannot factor. You can only do this method when you are subtracting. Okay? Do not fall in that trap. I've seen it so many times. They put perfect squares up, but they put a plus sign in between. Done. I cannot factor. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. You're going to get burnt. Okay? So just a heads up there. Woo! That's just 2. You ready for number 3? We've done multiply to C and add to B, right, on number 1. We cannot do that on number 2 because anybody want to tell me what the A value is here? What's the A value in problem number 3? Number 12, what's the A value there? Daniel, what's the A value in number 3?
Number 3. Oh, it's 2.
It's 2. I can only use that method we used in problem number 1 when the A value is 1. And it's 2, so I can't use it. All right? So I need a third and final method that we're going to use today, which is called GCF. Take something out. It's got a 2, a 6, and an 18 in there. 2, 6, and 18. What number could I take out of 2, 6, and 18 evenly there? Woo, 13. Sophia, what can I take from a 2, 6, and 18? A 2. Great job. I can take a 2 out. Perfect. Could I also take a variable out? The answer is no. I can't take an x out because the 18 doesn't have an x. All right, so I took a 2 out. What is going to be left inside the parenthesis now when I take a 2 from every term? Here we go. Here we go. 7. Will, you ready? I'm going to go step by step with you here, Will. If I take a 2 from 2x squared, what's left?
X squared.
Great job. Now, when I say take a 2 from -6, remember, guys, you are dividing. All right? You're dividing everything when you take the 2 out. So what's left, Will, when I go -6x and I take the 2 out?
-3.
Yep. You're dividing, guys. Dividing. And then what should be my last term here, Will?
-9.
Great job. All right, there it goes. There it is. Unfortunately, I got bad news for you. You guys are seniors, couple juniors in the house. You're in big boy, big girl math now. You need to be disciplined enough that if you take out a GCF like we did of the 2, you have to look inside the parenthesis and see if you can still factor. Can I keep going in this problem? All right, that's where you got to have the discipline now in this 12th grade math. Can I still factor? Well, let's talk. Does anybody know 2 numbers that multiply to -9 but add to -3? I'll let you think about it. Can I still factor what's inside the parenthesis? Anybody know any numbers that multiply to -9, but if I add them will give me -3? We're going to be here a while because there are no numbers. So in this case only, we're done. That's as far as that can be factored. But I will tell you, there's going to be a ton of times we're going to keep going. All right? Here we go, number 4. Now, those are your 3 methods right there. GCF, add to C, multiply to C, add to B, and difference of 2 perfect squares. Those are the only 3 methods we'll cover today. Now it's up to you to see which one's the best one to use. Piece of advice. Listen up. Piece of advice. Always look for a GCF first. Okay? Always look for a GCF first. Best piece of factoring advice I'll ever give you. Look for a GCF first. All right, so here we go. Number 4 here. Let's take a look. Number 11. What do we got? Liz, ready? What are your thoughts on number 4 here? Of all the methods we've tried, what do you want to try first?
GCF.
Darn right. Always look for it first. Can you tell me what the GCF is, Liz?
3x.
Great job. I can take a 3 out from the 3 and the 12. And in this case, they both have x's. So Liz was like, hey, you take out the one with the lowest exponent. Okay, that's always the rule. If you're going to take out a variable, you always take out the one with the lowest exponent, which in this case just would be x. Great job. All right, let's figure out what's left. Here we go. 18, Donovan. Here we go. I take a 3x from 3x squared. What's left?
Is it just an X?
It's just an x, yep. Not off the hook yet. Minus. What do you think I'm left with if I take a 3x from 12x?
4.
Yeah. And notice he didn't put x with it because we already took it out. Done. Anything you can do to x minus 4? Nah. We're done. That's it. X minus 4. We're done. All right. 1 doesn't make you great. Let's keep going, kids. Next one. 4x squared minus 20x plus 24. What method do you want to apply first? Oh, you're loving this, and so am I. 2. Isaiah, what method do you want to try here?
GCF.
Nice job. You want to let me know what the GCF is?
Well, you take out the 4.
4. Nice. Hey, guys, could you take out a 2? Yeah. But the goal is biggest GCF you can find. All right, biggest one right off the bat. Isaiah said it was 4. Absolutely correct. Let's keep trucking. If I take a 4 out there, I had it. Number 17, which is going to be Kian. Here we go. What's left when I take out a 4? Go ahead.
You have X minus 2 in the first parenthesis.
Whoa, I'm not there yet. Don't get ahead. Don't get overachieving on me. I'm not there yet. Just take out the 4. What do you got for me? X squared.
Minus 5. X.
Yep.
Plus 6.
Good. I know you're getting a step ahead, and that's good. I love it. All right, good. Remember what I told you a couple problems ago. You may not be done. You have to look inside the parenthesis and say, can I factor it still? And the answer is yes here. Now we go to the method we did in number 1. Can you guys find 2 numbers that multiply to 6 but add to -5? Can you find those? This one's a tough one. 6 is always a tough one because you got 6 and 1 and 3 and 2. Which one will give you positive 6 when you multiply, -5 when you add? You can do this, guys. Have confidence in yourself. You guys have been impressing me so far this class. Whew. Have you found those numbers? Let's find out. 2 numbers that multiply to positive 6 but add to -5. Woo, 13. Sophia, go ahead when you're ready. Got the number, Sophia? I don't know if you're not unmuting your mic, Sophia. Because oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
X minus 2 and x minus 3.
Great job. -2, -3, everybody. Great job. Okay. Some of you guys, I don't know, did anybody have -6 and +1 maybe? The problem with that is when you multiply them, you get -6, and we needed +6. Okay? And there's one thing that's missing here, because I probably would not get full credit for this answer. We took out a GCF, right? Put it in the answer. All right? This right here, now it would get full credit. Okay? Now it would get full credit. All right? Great job, guys. Good job. You guys are awesome. How about 6? First thing, before we get to 6, I'm going to ask somebody, what don't you like about 6? What makes 6 uncomfortable for you? And I'm not looking for anything complicated. What don't you like about 6? 16? Catherine, what is something you don't like about 6?
There's only one x.
Okay, there's one x. And how did I write this, Catherine? Yeah, we're used to the x in the beginning. Thank you, Catherine. Yeah. And anybody notice too? 100, 100, 100, 100. That's what we call a perfect square. There we go, perfect square. So let's get our 2 parentheses out. What's the perfect square for 100? What should I be putting in the parentheses to represent 100? 2, here we go, Isaiah. What's the perfect square for 100?
Isn't it
10? 10. And hey, remember, the 100 came first. So my 10s are coming first, guys. I'm not changing the order. All right? If the 100 came first, so do my 10s. And then I go x and x. And then what did we discuss at the beginning of class about the signs when you do perfect square method? 1, Bassett, what did we talk about? What about the signs?
They're opposite.
They are plus, minus, minus, plus, whatever one you want to go in. Okay, so don't be freaked out if they're flipped. Just flip your answers. All right, just flip your answers. Whew, 6 down. Hopefully you guys are feeling confident. All right, I'm going to do one more with you, and then I'm going to let you do 3 on your own. All right? Make sure. Oh, we got plenty of time. All right, number 7. 7 will be one we do together here. All right, here's the problem with 7. It is a huge trap. And I know some of you guys are probably getting after it right now, which is awesome to see, but it's a trap. Here's why it's a trap. You guys see 36, you see 100, and you're like, let's go. Those are perfect squares. Whoa, settle down. What do I always ask you to look for first? Because you missed it. You missed it. Don't do the GCF. Thank you. Do not do perfect squares here. There's a GCF here, guys. And you got to take that out first. All right? Remember, biggest number that goes into both. Biggest number that goes into both evenly. What is that GCF I should have taken out first? Let's go to number 15. Eliana. Biggest one. What numbers come into your mind? Tell me what numbers come into your mind first.
I don't know.
Well, they're both even, so what should work?
Well, 2, obviously.
2, right? Yeah, but there's I'll just give you a hint, slightly bigger than 2. That goes into 36 and 100.
12?
Into 36, yes, but not 100. Lower. We'll play the higher lower game here. Lower. So higher than 2, lower than 12. You'll get it.
It's not 10.
Nope, correct, because that's not good for 36. Lower.
Is it 80?
Not for either of them. Sorry. You got it. One more. Keep going lower.
6?
Not for. Here you go. Ready? How many quarters are in a dollar?
4.
Okay. 100, right? 4 goes into 100. Does it go into 36?
Yes.
There we go. We got it. Good job. Good job. We found it. 4. Okay, let's take out a 4. What's left after I take out a 4? 17. Here we go. Kian, take out a 4. What's left from 36c squared?
9c squared minus 25d squared.
Good job. Forgot the squares. Good work. Discipline, right? Now look inside the parentheses. 9 and 25. You can still do perfect square method now. There you go. I just had to wait till I took the GCF out. So 9c squared and 25d squared. Perfect square method. What's left? 15. Here we go. Eliana, what's left? 9. Let's start with 9c squared. What should I break that up into?
3 and 3.
Yep. And I still got to put what with them? What variable?
C.
Yep. Good. And then 25d squared. What do you got for me?
5 and 5.
Yep. Putting what variable?
B.
Perfect. Last question. What about the signs? What do we always do?
Opposite.
Perfect. Great job. And then so I get full credit. Make sure you always bring down your GCF. Don't forget about it. Okay, guys? So what I'm going to have you guys do right now, you guys are going to do 8, 9, and 10 only. 8, 9, and 10 only. Remember, look for a GCF first and then go after it. All right, so go ahead. I'll give you guys, 3, 4, or 5 minutes to try out 8, 9, and 10. And remember, guys, you have a graphing calculator on your Chromebook. Use it. Use it if you don't have an actual one next to you. Whew. This stinks being like this. I'd rather walk around, seeing what work you guys are doing, working side by side, helping you guys out, but this is awful.
Did you say not number 11?
Yeah, we're going to do 11 together. Yep, 8, 9, 10. See where you guys can do with 10. That's a little toughy. But keep my piece of advice in the back of your head. GCF first all the time. All right, even if you're still working, keep working. That's fine. Just make sure you have correct work down, please, guys. So erase, cross out, make sure the correct work's there. All right, let's start with number 8. How did you first, what method, talk to me here. How did you attack number 8 first? All right, how did we attack number 8 first? Here we go, 16, which is Catherine. How'd you attack number 8, Catherine?
I did the greatest common factor.
Great job. That's exactly what you should do. And what'd you take out?
3y.
Perfect. Great job. All right, so you took out a 3y, and what was left after you took out the 3y?
Y minus 64.
Just y?
Oh, that's a 3. I thought that was a 2.
Yep, it's okay. It's okay. So it should be what? Y?
Y squared.
Yep, minus 64.
Yeah.
Good job. Do you want to continue with this now that you see what's going on?
Yeah.
Because we're still not done with this, right?
No.
Y squared minus 64. Go ahead. What do you want to turn that into?
Y, well, 64 is a perfect square.
Yep, perfect. You notice it was a perfect square, and what's the perfect square of?
8.
8.
So it's negative 8.
Nice job. And then everybody, please remember, bring down your GCF. Good job, Catherine. Nice work. Whew, number 9. I'm going to need a beast to do number 9 because there's might be a little trap here with number 9. Hopefully you didn't fall into it. So I'm going to need a beast here. 17. Kian, do I have one? Do I have a beast to do this?
Hopefully.
All right. What method you do first?
You can take out 2x.
Okay, here we go. Just do this slowly here because I'm going to stop you at some point. Go ahead. You took a 2x out. What was left?
X squared plus 3x.
Stop. Okay, hopefully you guys did not stop at this point. All right, there's more to it. When you take a 2x from a 2x, remember, you guys are dividing when you do the GCF method. You're dividing. All right, so go ahead, finish it up, Kian. What do you got?
Plus 1.
There you go. You're left with a 1. Hopefully you guys had that in there. Okay, left with a 1. Anytime the GCF matches what's in the problem, you're left with a 1. Nice job, Kian. Nice work. All right, then how about 10? I don't know if 10 messed with your minds, but you always start at the same place, asking if there's a GCF. 2, here we go, Isaiah, back to OU. What did you decide to do here?
It's like super laggy for me right now.
It's all right.
I didn't finish it fully, but
Okay, that's fine. We'll finish it together now. What can I do here?
I got a GCF with 4A.
Okay, hold on. Ready? 4. Everyone, Isaiah noticed that they both have A's in them. So you take out the one with the lowest exponent, which is a to the first. And Isaiah, what else do they also have in it?
B's.
A b. So I also will take out the one with the lowest exponent of the two, which is b to the first. So there's my GCF, guys. 4ab. And now, all right, let's take it, finish it here. What do we have left? If I take a 4ab from 4ab squared?
Just a B.
Just the b minus, remember there's a 12 here now, so if I took a 4 from it, what's left?
3.
3, and what variable is still there?
A.
Just
Just B. Wait. No, just A.
Just take your time, it's all right. Remember I had a squared, I took an a, so there'd be an a left.
Yeah.
And then b, I already took it out, so that's it. Yep, good job. Good work. Great job, guys. Any questions on those before I move to the big dog, number 11? This is where we got to be here, number 11. All right, this is where we raise the bar to senior year math right now, is number 11. All right, number 11 looks very difficult because it's got X's and Y's flying in front of your face. Oh, boy. I got 2 variables now, and there's no GCF. I always say, guys, look for a GCF first, and there is none there. There's nothing you can take out. Oh, boy, how do I do it? Okay, ready? How many terms does it have? Let me ask you guys that first. How many terms does number 11 have? And a term is separated by a subtraction and an addition sign. So how many terms does number 11 have? Let's go to number 7. What do you got, Will? How many terms does this have, Will?
3.
3. Great job. I'm going to ask you one more question, Will. What's the A value here? What's the number out in front?
1.
Yeah. Guys, 3 terms, and the number out in front is 1. It's the same problem as question 1 we started with today. This is it. Don't get confused because there's X's and Y's. We're going to find 2 numbers that multiply to positive 36, but at the same time add to negative 12. That's it. That's all this problem is. Okay, that's all this problem is. 3 terms, multiply to 36, add to negative 12. I'm going to put an X and an X here. Can you find those two numbers? Multiply to positive 36, but at the same time, add to negative 12. All right, here we go. 7 again. Will, you're on fire today. Did you find those two numbers, boss? Well, let's just start with the multiplying. Two numbers that multiply to 36.
6 and 6.
Can you get a negative 12 there for me?
Oh.
What signs would I have to put in front?
The negative 6.
Yeah. Okay, that we're not done though. Because remember, this problem had a y in it. So where do I put those y's? Well, if it was 36y squared, and 6 times 6 gives me 36, I better put those y's with the 6 here. That's it. The toughest part of that problem was finding two numbers that multiply to 36 and add to negative 12. And I just attached the y's on at the end. That is it. Okay? Okay, let me talk about, you got an assignment tonight. This is not an individual assignment, so I am not going to be checking it or collecting it on Google Classroom. But again, if you want to keep up with the course and keep being successful, I'd highly recommend trying them out. You guys know I just showed you where the answers were on Google Classroom. One thing I do want to show you real quick, the online book. Let me just show you real quick. Log in here for me. Okay, so you guys will go to your Algebra 2 book if you got the online version. And I just want to show you what you have to type in. Okay, it says cover down here right now. And your assignment is page capital P8. That's literally what you guys have to type in here. Take a look. You got to type in capital P8. And it'll bring you to the page you need right here. Okay? So I just wanted to give you a little warning. You have to type in capital P8 to find the actual page. And second thing, you guys never told me. I heard from my, I got a second period Algebra 2B class like you guys, that some of your teachers last year didn't recollect your book. So some of you guys may have an actual book, which is fine, keep it, but page P8 is in the front of the book. All right, just flip through the first couple pages and you'll start seeing the capital P if you have an actual book. All right, so we have 2 more minutes, but any questions at all, guys? Anything I can answer from you? So tomorrow at the beginning of class, I will start class by asking any questions that you guys have from pages P8 and P9. That's how we'll start class. Remember, you guys can check it. All right, you guys can check them if you'd like. All right, all the answers are up on Google Classroom. All right, and then tomorrow we're on to a different method of factoring. I don't know if you guys remember grouping from last year, but we're going to go to the grouping method. So you have to have these 3 methods down pat before you move on. Any other questions, comments, concerns? I appreciate everything you did for me here today, guys. You guys are looking good. All right, it seems like you're paying attention. You know what's going on. And if you don't know what's going on, get help, please. I'll be on the Google Meet at 2:15 today if you want help. All right, we got a minute left, so you guys take care. Get to your 6th period class if you have it, and keep asking those questions of me. All right, have a wonderful day, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Thank you.
Take care, guys. Awesome job today. Appreciate all your effort.
Thank you.
Yep.